Well, what's going on YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well. So I just finished another book called The Fire of the Word, and the author is Webb. And basically the reason I went through the book, it was recommended to me because the person who recommended it to me, I told him that that my Bible reading had gotten kind of stale. That basically it was kind of feeling, I don't know, amongst other things, like I don't know, like a performance thing, like something I was doing, like running on the treadmill or something, like, like because that's what a good Christian is supposed to do or something. And I was just explaining that I feel like I need to approach the Bible more relationally to actually encounter God. And so this book, along with the previous one I reviewed, both of those were recommended. So The Fire of the Word by Webb, I just thought it was really helpful to me because what he emphasized in the book was exactly what I needed to have emphasized. He really summed up the book by saying, like, listen, like, approach this to encounter God. Like when you're reading a story about Jesus, let's say, envision yourself, in the story, like, while Jesus is on the boat with his disciples and there's a furious storm coming or all around them, and they're scared for their lives. Jesus asks them in that moment, why are you so afraid? Like, put yourself in that scene. Like, you would probably be offended or mad. Like, how could you possibly ask me, why are we so afraid? Like, look around. And that we wouldn't just envision ourselves in the text just for the sake of an intellectual exercise, but to actually encounter God. Because what Chris really points to throughout the book, and I realize that there are some people that probably who will even listen to this who believe that the Bible is a very fallible compilation of man-made books with tons of errors, with biases, and all that kind of stuff. And I don't believe that, but the purpose of this post isn't to argue for the inspiration of the Bible. But if you believe that the Bible is the inspired word of God, if you would say, like, yes, I believe that, and obviously we could get into what has inspired me and all that kind of stuff. But if you would say, yes, I believe the Bible is the inspired word of God, Chris kind of operates off that assumption that you believe that. And if you do, then his point is that, man, there is fire trapped under the ink, that it's transformative, that as much as you're reading the Bible is also reading you. To quote, like, Hebrews 4, that the word of God divides soul and spirit, joints and marrow, and judges the thoughts and attitudes of the heart. And that the Bible has a power to it, that being the inspired word of God, that we can encounter, that we're actually invited to encounter God in the text. Not that the Bible is God or anything like that, but that he inspired human authors to basically put together a book that reveals or points us to who he is. And it made me want to press in more, which I think was the point of his book, to press in more to the Bible, to approach it with not like hyper-religiosity, but just with a sense of awe and wonder and anticipation that I'm going to encounter God as I go through it, as I pray the Psalms, as I read the wisdom of Proverbs, etc., etc. So I thought it was great. I would recommend it, The Fire of the Word by Webb. And yeah, if there's ever a book you guys want me to review, let me know. You can drop a comment. If you haven't already, would love for you to subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.